So in this video, I want to quickly demonstrate using Python programming language and get a listing of the files within a specific folder. So in this video, on this side, I have the folder that I'm going to test off of. It is simply a Python test folder on my desktop. Within it is a blank text file. In the middle pane is basically the Python file that we will create and test with, and then on this side is the actual Python shell, and if I make any runs, it'll also provide the output here. For this particular video, I'm using Python 3.8.2, and it is on a Windows operating system. First thing that you're going to do for a Python is you're going to import the OS, and the OS is simply the operating system module for Python. That's the first thing you're going to do for this particular video. The second thing, what I always like to do is provide a variable value for the folder in question. What this does is it basically adds this value into this variable named folder. The next thing that we would like to do is we could just do a simple OS list directory. It's a command for the operating system module. So if I do os.listdir, and then I would put my folder or directory of interest here, which happens to be this. So I'll go ahead and copy, and I prefer single quotes. You can use single or double quotes to put in your value. Also for this, it automatically has the slash, but add an additional one, and the reason is because this way when this goes through the Python interpreter, it will view it as a 1 instead of 2 slashes. Alright, at this point what I could do is I could literally print this information out and it'll already provide me this. So if I would take this as an example on my shell and I import OS, that'd be the first line, and then I would provide the variable value, and then I could say os.listdir, basically this whole line here. I could hit enter and it'll give me an output of this is a text file text, which is this file right here. So I could do all of that in the shell and it would never save it. It would just be a specific command line within the shell. What's nice here is I could actually get this value into another original variable. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I do a list equals, I have now essentially taken the value here and I pushed it into the variable called list. And then I could say, well, I want to print out the value. So now I save it and I run it, and my output is the same. The reason so being is instead of having to individually create a line within the shell, which will never be saved, now I create it in this Python file, i.e. script, and it's saved and ran and gives me the same output.